Congress, Congressman Brandon Gill, Republican of Texas. Congratulations on killing it in your primary, 91% of the vote. Wow. How are you, sir? And where do things stand right now?
I'm doing great, and thanks for having me on the show. I mean, right now, Democrats want to continue to defund DHS, and the reason is that they don't want the president deporting illegal aliens. They want as many illegal aliens in your community as in mine as they possibly can, because whenever we look out and we see illegal aliens, they see voters. That's the fundamental problem. We're not going to allow them to hamstring ICE. We're going to make sure ICE gets the funding that they need, whether Democrats like it or not. And there's some different ways that we can do that. But what I would like to see is Democrats come to the table and sincerely do what's best for the country. But I don't have high hopes.
What is something that's in the air? I mean, this has to be fixed, or, I mean, can we go on like this? We can't go on like this with the TSA guys. What's something, how do we, you and me, Brandon, how do we close this thing?
Yeah, we can't go on like this. I mean, we got airports that are on the verge of shutting down right now. You have TSA agents who are sleeping in their cars because they can't afford to drive home. You've got TSA agents who are selling blood to make ends meet right now. And that's, again, because Democrats would rather them suffer than deport illegal aliens from our communities like we were elected to do. So I hope that they will fund DHS. If not, there are other ways we can potentially do that, either funding ICE via reconciliation. I think there are some procedural issues that could come along with that, but there could be a solution there. But regardless of what happens, we're going to make sure that ICE continues to operate, which it is right now, because remember, we funded a large portion of that in the big, beautiful bill last summer. But we're also going to make sure Democrats don't put restrictions on ICE, which I think is what they really want in order to hamstring the president.
Congressman, can we get your take on this whole thing with Joe Kent? And I'm curious, you know, he ran for Congress twice unsuccessfully. And, you know, you got to be ambitious if you want to get to Congress. And he tried twice and he failed. With that in mind, was his departure designed to change policy, or designed, in your opinion, for him to get ahead in his own career?
Well, it's hard to know what his departure was designed to do. I will say that it's very unusual to write a letter the way he did, criticizing the administration in the manner that he did, if it's not for publicity. The reality is that the president has had an unbelievably successful foreign policy. I mean, President Trump has been the most successful foreign policy president we've had since Ronald Reagan. He has cleaned up Venezuela. He's cleaning up the Middle East. I mean, success after success after success. And you have some people who, you know, for whatever reason, for personal glory or out of vanity, want to try to attack him for that. I strongly disagree with that, and I'd like to see everybody on our side recognize the success that the president's had.
Congressman, how do you like being in Congress? You know, it's a famously dysfunctional place, right? But I know you get to meet and represent your constituents and solve problems. What is this job like overall?
You know, listen, it's frustrating oftentimes. You know, it's frustrating that you can never go as quickly and as aggressively as I certainly would like to. I've been very frustrated recently with the lack of action in the Senate with the Save America Act, for instance. But the reality is we have gotten a ton done over the past year. I mean, the big, beautiful bill, the Working Families Tax Cut that House Republicans got to the president's desk, was a transformative piece of legislation. Whenever we can work with the White House and get good bills that make the American people's lives better, that they can keep more money in your pocket so that you're paying less in taxes, where we can provide funding to secure the border and deport illegal aliens, to bring down the cost of living. I mean, this is why we're here. So listen, we've gotten a lot of work done. We've got a whole lot more work that we need to be doing, though.
All right, Brandon Gill, we appreciate it very, very much. And hey, we'll have to pick that up later. I'm curious, you got to the Congress about the same time Lyndon Johnson did. I don't know if you're aware of that. You and a future president, people run that by you all the time, I'm sure. Brandon, do you want to be president someday? I mean, who wouldn't? But How do you answer that question? I know you get asked it a lot. I mean, it's a possibility when you think about it.
Listen, I am focused right now on delivering for the people of Texas 26. And like I said, we've got a lot of work ahead of us right now to do what we were elected to secure the border, to bring down the cost of living, and to fight so that we can win the midterms. And that's where my focus is.
All right. Congratulations on everything, and keep it up. Congressman Brandon Gill, Republican of Texas. We appreciate it, sir.
Information. Truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.